Back up. We need you guys to back up, sir.
Liberty Heights near Mondawmin Mall.
This is really crazy.
I'm sorry, this area is closed.
With rioters close by.
You gotta watch your head because they're throwing bricks and rocks.
They're throwing rocks, so you're coming at your own risk. Let's go.
Police are clearing people out.
They sprayed one dude in his face turned orange. I don't know where he went at.
Around the corner on Ocala Street.
The kids put stuff on fire.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
A car is in flames.
Unnecessary. This is unnecessary.
You gotta go! Let's go!
It's cayenne pepper, that's all it is.
Police, by design, are supposed to be the protectors.
Let's go!
In the current climate, some consider them the oppressors.
It's for your safety, not our safety, your safety.
They maced me. They maced me and I didn't do nothing to them. They maced me.
She's in college. He's just trying to get home.
Come on, let's just go to my car. Yeah, we just sitting out there. Then they come out of nowhere and pepper spray us for no reason.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
Manpower from across the region is here to help.
State troopers, regular police.
Miss Jeannie has a front row seat to the battle lines from her porch.
Everything is shut down just because they won't give Freddie Gray justice for the 6 cops that killed him.
While the car continues to burn, some take selfies and find it a source of amusement, but not this young man.
Now we're destroying our homes. Now we're destroying our community. For what?
No one can even get home.
MTA buses and the metro here at Mondawmin Mall are completely shut down, so some of the people have nowhere to go.
Can't come.
Police make some arrests and are taunted by the crowd.
When they putting them in the
Seatbelt better be on.
Police use tear gas trying to control rioters. It's a scene that has not been played out on these streets since the civil rights marches of the 1960s.
It's a sad day, man. Baltimore City.
Kathleen Cairns, Fox 45 News.
Walk this way, Brian. We're going to walk this way. We're walking down now to the front of the line here to give you a vantage point on the other side here. Police doing what they can to keep order. Again, we're at Gwynns Falls. Police advancing now. They're advancing on the crowd. Brian, walk this way. They're advancing on the crowd. You can see the teenagers, as police advance, they run away. Bricks and rocks still incoming here. Of course, we're doing our best not to be a part of the problem. We are moving to the right here. We don't want to be a target. At one point, they were throwing rocks at the media as well. In fact, one journalist, he identified himself as Rob from a European news outlet. Someone hit him in the mouth. We actually helped him over to police so he can get some aid. He was bleeding from the mouth. Looking to the left here, you see police still advancing on the crowd, trying to get things under control here. And you have people on their porches here, on their stoops, just watching this unfold in front of their.
Clearly a situation very out of control there on Reisterstown Road near Gwynns Falls. And you can see heavily damaged now being sustained by that police vehicle and the crowd swarming it.
We saw that over the weekend. The vehicle becomes a symbol of frustration at that given moment, and so it becomes damaged. But again, this is this crowd doing this, not having the kind of results and impact I think that people would want to have long term. It's an act of violence, but it's not going to resolve the greater issues and problems that exist that people would like to have addressed. But this crowd has swarmed on this police car, and police at this moment seem more concerned with general public safety than obviously one patrol car. The car can be replaced, but human life is what's paramount at this point.
A lot of yelling, a lot of tension here going on at this hour. Police moving down the block here. They decided to move in on that particular group. In this alley here, it looks like they're coming out of, or they're focused, they have their attention focused on this alley here. This officer here apparently, These officers suffering from a bit of pepper spray residual. It is a tense situation here. Police saying that they'll do whatever they can to keep control here, and that includes using pepper spray and other items. Now we're talking now to a gentleman by the name of Sean. He's been watching this. He's been, in his words, recording what's going on. Sean, what's your reaction here? You live in this neighborhood. Police and these demonstrators involved in a confrontation here. What's your reaction to that in your neighborhood?
I think it's a little bit extreme. The way to get the message through is not by violence, throwing rocks, and having this type of uprising. What we need to do.
To be clear, extreme on whose part? Too extreme on whose part?
Extreme on the community's part. The officers only doing what they need to do to protect the community. You understand? And we can't expect them to do no more. But these children don't realize how dangerous this thing can be. And we're going to wind up having more victims as opposed to solutions.
Man, I've been recording.
Before we begin, I want to again
what car they come out of, yo?
offer my most sincere condolences to Mr. Gray's family and to his friends. I also want to reiterate our commitment to moving as quickly as possible to determine exactly how his death occurred.
And we want to shut this city down. Shut it down.
As people express their very real frustration in the coming days, we ask only that it is done peacefully.
Freddie Gray got a rough ride at your hands. Maybe you should have wore your SWAT gear then.
Look me in my eyes, pig. Look me in my eyes, pig.
After a week of peaceful demonstration, I am profoundly disappointed to see the violence in our city this evening. Unfortunately, a small group of agitators intervened and turned what was otherwise a peaceful demonstration into a violent protest.
Can y'all please stop the violence? Freddie Gray would not want this.
You getting all this?
Are you prepared for riots?
I don't think we're going to have riots. It doesn't, what I've been told, Baltimore hasn't had a riot here since 1968.
So is that to say you're not prepared?
No, not at all. There again, I share with you that I come from an area that deals with these things on a regular basis. I don't think a riot is going to happen.
You gotta watch your head because they're throwing bricks and rocks.
They're throwing rocks, so you come at your own risk.
We need you guys to back up, sir.
They was pepper spraying kids.
Unnecessary. This is unnecessary.
It's a rubber bullet, I believe. Fresh gunpowder out of it. This is what they shooting at these high school kids out here. This is the real story.
Back up! Back up!
See ya. Let's go. Let's go. I ain't kidding. Let's go. Let's go. It's a safety issue, all right? I ain't telling you again. It's a safety issue. My safety is the utmost important. See ya.
The kids put stuff on fire.
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. It doesn't make any sense.
This is not the right way to do this. We have to come to our senses now.
This is really crazy.
If you want to protest, if you want to make a voice, if you want to stand up, do it the right way. Get your local legislators, get your religious leaders, and let's sit down and talk about this. Now we're destroying our homes. Now we're destroying our community. For what?
This evening, as a result of the serious violence and looting which has led to the destruction of property and put innocent Marylanders at significant risk, I have declared a state of emergency at the request of Baltimore City.
We've ordered a curfew be in effect, instituting tomorrow the curfew citywide, 10 p.m. to 5 a.m.
If you just saw, I don't know if this is, it looks as if that is the National Guard who's just arrived on the scene here. Okay, and you know what? As soon as they passed, the police just took that band into custody.
This preliminary curfew will last for 1 week and be extended as it is necessary.
It's a lot of pain. And that pain has to be addressed. One of the things we have to do is address the problems with the police department, but we also have got to address the pain that our young people feel, and it's deep pain.
I'm here to watch the game, support my team, watch Adam Jones give it his all, you know?
It's very weird, yeah, and I just keep wondering what's going through the players' minds too, because you know, they do it every day, they play in front of thousands of people, and I'm sure there's an adrenaline rush, and now it's just kind of weird.
Yeah. Do they have to play the national anthem?
They will.
They will.
They were heard. They were heard.
We support the city of Baltimore, and you know, we're out there playing for the fans. We don't just, we're playing for our families, but we play for the fans. We play for the city of Baltimore. That's what's across our chest. So we represent them. We're trying to represent them in the best way.
Black Lives Matter, boy! Black Lives Matter! I'm proud of the community. I'm proud of the people of the community actually stepping up and doing what they need to do, or what is right to do.
All day, all day,
we just want peaceful protests, and we want answers, man.
No peace, no peace, no peace, no peace.
We want those police officers to be brought up on charges and tried in front of a grand jury.
At approximately 8:50 this morning, our task force charged with investigating the tragic death of Mr. Freddie Gray turned over the contents of that investigation to the state attorney's office.
The findings of our comprehensive, thorough, and independent investigation, coupled with the medical examiner's determination that Mr. Gray's death was a homicide, which we received today, has led us to believe that we have probable cause to file criminal charges.
Yes! Yes! And guess what? Applause to all the good officers. Yes! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you!
Perfect for the city. We needed it.
It's a beginning.
When do we want it?
They need to be charged with murder. They didn't bring him in this world, and they had no right to take him out this world.
Governor Hogan, back your troops up. Back them up. Back the curfew up.
That is a decision, a joint decision that we are taking a look at. We have, you know, while there are public safety concerns, the curfew has been helpful in restoring peace and order.
They plan to stay this way. Turn around. Turn around. Jed, you're right in the middle. It's very, oh my goodness. Someone is down on the ground over there, and they're obviously making some sort of an arrest.
Lock me up enough! No, 10 o'clock curfew! This is what democracy looks like.
We are the generation of strong men, strong young women. We are the generation of fulfillment.
You are not thugs. You are revolutionaries.
I'm trying to prevent these rocks from turning into bullets from them.
He came to help me, so that's what Baltimore is about.
That's right, it's what Baltimore about.
People helping people.
We are not thugs. We want to be heard, and right now I'm standing up here to be heard.
This is Baltimore. This is what Baltimore normally looks like. This is our home, and we're artists. This is what we need.
Thank you so much. Let us continue to push the movement forward. Power to the people.
The sounds we hear day in, day out serve as the soundtrack to our lives. They take you back to the past and to the future.
Yeah, I hit a little beat, a little hammer.
The little beats, the hammers.
Different melodies be going through my head all the time.
They are a melody constantly playing.
Oh, the sun is coming out. That's nice.
In William Emerson's life soundtrack.
Yeah, you don't see that anymore. Most people just stay on one instrument, like a guitar or something like that.
Emerson's street name is Abu.
What he's doing is remarkable, really. He's having fun doing it, too.
He's been playing and crafting his instruments for more than 40 years.
He's 75.
Yes.
It's good to be of his age doing something creative.
A lot of people put money in his bucket and all that.
Oh, thank you very kindly, sir. I appreciate it.
Especially when I dance.
At first I thought it was a recorded music.
No recorded music here.
I don't know how to read a note of music.
He's known as Abu, the flute maker.
Yes, anything that makes noise can be played or tuned to play.
All his instruments, yes, even the nose flute, are essentially recycled junk.
The name of that song is Nobody Knows Where the Nose Goes Behind Closed Doors.
He made one and it came out right. And they've been coming out right ever since.
I quit my job and I started making instruments out of anything that made noise because noise began to be a note to me.
But every performer has a studio.
Since I'm Abu the flute maker, let me make a flute real quick. I can show you that, okay?
At his Northwest Baltimore home, Abu the flute maker lives up to his name. He figures he's made hundreds of these homemade flutes through the years.
You notice they're straight up and down, right?
Abu the flute maker is as thrifty as he is rhythmic.
$3 for the funnel, $10 for the mouthpiece, $3 for the reed. So you're talking
$16 for an instrument that could cost thousands. To visit Abu at his home is like a ticket to an orchestra of new life. Whether it's his wooden floorboard xylophone or his tin horn made out of old soup cans, Abu is about as one-man band as it gets. The Sandtown native spreads his musical message to all within
I caught
earshot.
the devil in the phone booth, $911.
It's got a clock, banjo. Who could think of something like that? That's marvelous.
Why a clock? I figured it was about time.
Time to say goodbye for now.
He's just a great creative human being.
I say, come on, elephants.
To the incomparable composer,
And that's when one of them stepped on my toe.
He brightens people's day.
who refrains from the ordinary.
Elephant stepped on my
And he's got a good soul.
In Baltimore,
Because I love it, I have a passion for
Paul
it.
Gessler,
It's kind of magical to me.
Fox 45 News.
Elephant stepped on my foot. I said the elephant stepped on my foot. Elephant stepped on my foot.
Happening right now, the shooting at Frederick High. What may have triggered the gunfire that sent 2 students to the hospital?
And the plane crash caught on camera. New information on the death toll and the last-second message from the pilot. Hello, I'm Jennifer Gilbert.
I'm Kai Jackson. We begin tonight with breaking news: a murder-suicide on the campus of the University of South Carolina.
Here's what we know right now. Police responded to reports of an active shooter at the School of Public Health in a busy section of downtown Columbia. 2 people were found dead inside the building. Police believe it is a murder-suicide, but have not released any more details. A campus-wide alert was later sent out to students. That alert was called off about an hour later. Authorities have described the shooting as an isolated incident.
Meantime, shots are fired at Frederick High School back here in Maryland. 2 students are injured. The shooter still on the loose.
We have team coverage of this developing story. Kathleen Cairns has more on the victims, but first, let's go to Joy LaPola, live at the scene where it happened. Joy.
Howard County follows the motto, if you build it, they will come.
It's the kid in you. Rush to the left.
And at this park, there are many fields of dreams.
2, 4, 6.
1, 2, 3, hitters! Ball players who play by the rules, but live life outside the box.
Here we go. It's all day, Al. All day, buddy.
Play ball. Play.
All day, Al. You the man. You the man.
Several teams.
Go hitter.
3 games.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Hoping for 1 championship.
The game is going lousy because we're behind.
Other than that.
There you go. There you go.
Come on, Mark. Come on, Paul.
It may mean the most to George.
I believe I'm the oldest.
Yeah, all of them old.
At my age, every day could be the last one.
George served in World War II, but has played this all-American sport his entire life, and he's proud of his digits.
Well, that happens to be my age.
This is the Senior League.
Yeah, George is 90.
And Bob's age?
Shut up. 60 is the minimum age for this league.
Many are grandfathers.
67.
Retired.
My bucket list.
Enjoying their golden years.
69 in 2 weeks.
He's 72.
Well, it could be all our last baseball game in life, but I'm 83. So
He's just a baby.
I'm a kid.
All right, stay in front. Get it out.
A place where a bat and ball don't define age barriers. They break them. Some serious competition mixed in with some senior moments.
Where are you going? You can't coach their team.
I thought that was 3 outs.
This is the playoffs. Win or lose, players know the harsh reality.
We've had several people die on the field.
Some players may not return, and not because of the scoreboard.
The body quits.
Old age.
And people die, exactly.
Well, Georgie!
From Little League to Senior League, it seems the strategy
I thought I had a runner now.
is always the same.
I hit the ball, but not too well.
But this is do or die in the championship.
Win. This is the last game for us. If we lose today, it's over.
Hey, Bill, you number 5.
Fun but competitive.
Out of the way. Make that turn, make that turn. Close, close.
A game that erases the decades because between these bases, moments are timeless.
Come get it. Got 2. You got 2 outs. Good play, Randy.
Here we are, still playing ball.
And then it's busting this game open right here, huh?
There you go, there you go. This is the final shot that we have.
But as the final inning comes and goes, these seniors realize softball may be their own fountain of youth.
All right, young man.
Where everyone walks away a winner.
Live every day like it's your last.
In Howard County,
I'm still doing it.
Kathleen Cairns,
So I'm not finished by far.
Fox 45 News.
At every summer camp, there are rules to follow.
Quiet, please. Play.
One rule is repeated here in Parkville
Quiet, please.
more than most others. Quiet is needed inside this gym.
They're excited, they're having fun, it's camp.
Right side. Play.
For the last day of games at Camp Abilities,
Got it.
where senses like touch
You feel that T?
Got it.
and sound are amplified.
They're using a ball that has a bell in it so that the kids can hear what's going on.
Quiet, please.
These campers,
Play.
like Terrell Allen, are often defined by what they don't have.
Nothing. I have no eyes at all.
Terrell had cancer of the eyes as a kid. He's one of 37 athletes here at the Maryland School for the Blind.
It's fun.
You think it's fun?
Yeah.
Either blind or pretty close to it.
They all wear blackout shades to even the playing field.
The game here, goal ball.
Every time you see a small little smile or you see a kid's confidence level rise, it's just the motivation you need to keep pushing.
A sport of concentration. Of highs, of lows, of common threads.
Most of us are mostly going through the same thing, like not being able to see and teachers telling us that we can't do. But when we come here, it's like a safe place.
Just because you have a disability doesn't mean you can't live a productive life.
Athletics mixes with exercise and camaraderie for these kids.
I embrace my disability because it's me. It would make me special. Like, I don't want to be like everybody else. I want to be different.
It's also about socialization, meeting other peers and getting to know them, developing friends.
Back in the gym.
Center.
Terrell takes charge.
Got it.
And parents take notice.
Every year I see my son become more mature and, more importantly, more independent.
Just because you have a disability, we're not going to feel sorry for him. You know, you win on the merits of your abilities.
The 4-day camp is over. The kids are now allowed to go out in the world.
Line out. Game.
And make some noise. In Parkville, Paul Gessler, Fox 45 News.
Great job, players.
September 11th, 2001 forever changed the way America looked at terrorism. For the first time, the USA realized it too was vulnerable to attacks from extremists. The destruction led to a war on terror that stretched across the globe. 14 years later, the fight continues in foreign lands and increasingly here at home. Less than a month ago, a couple opens fire with deadly results at a holiday party in San Bernardino, California.
But it is clear that the two of them had gone down the dark path of radicalization.
embracing a perverted interpretation of Islam that calls for war against America and the West.
A war that shows no signs of letting up. Weeks after the San Bernardino massacre, there was an arrest in Edgewood, Harford County, Maryland. A man is accused of taking money from ISIS, funding authorities say for a possible terror attack.
This is the world we're going to live in forevermore.
And less than a week later, a raid in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. The United States becomes the latest front on the war on terror.
Law enforcement across the country has made this a priority. But law enforcement alone, without the help of citizens, is never going to win the fight.
So what must law enforcement and you know to stay safe? Our panel of experts includes Lieutenant Colonel Anthony Schaefer, Senior Fellow for the London Center for Policy Research and the Center for Advanced Defense Studies; Abdul Latif Bennett, Outreach Director for Baltimore's Ahmadiyya Muslim community; Dr. Tyrone Powers, former FBI agent and Director of the Homeland Security and Criminal Justice Institute at Anne Arundel Community College; and Raheel Raza, a journalist and president for the Council for Muslims Facing Tomorrow. A Your Voice, Your Future Town Hall, Terrorism at Home.
In life, when all is said and done, most times there's more said than actually done.
Can you imagine it?
But this isn't most women.
I like to call myself Lula Mae Jones Sessoms.
And more than 400 girls have called her something entirely different.
They call me Mama Lula.
For the past 2 decades.
Yes, but you don't even realize how time goes by. You just do what you do.
A life lived beyond her years.
It's not what you gather, but what you scatter that makes the difference.
And she scattered seeds of hope.
But I prayed mighty hard to get us here today.
Uniting incarcerated women with their children.
You go behind those bars and you realize that these are people just like you. Just like you.
But how does a 77-year-old woman find herself in a prison almost every Saturday for 22 years?